sucker for love. And in this world full of suckers, you fit mine like a glove. The fit is perfect, but nobody above, yeah. The clock's ticking as the time flies by. We in two different worlds, but living the same life. Two different dreams, you make me feel so alive. Need you by my side, need you by my side. Just a power couple daily blowing off steam. Making love to you so damn seamlessly. We be doing it so damn frequently. Easy cause we on the same damn frequency. Take it to the Sunset Boulevard. Tell mama said she wanna tag along. She don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Yeah, we'd always get along. Even through the downs, gotta stay strong. Now we singing the same song. All I ever, yeah, is think about you. I think about you daily. So baby girl, don't play me. All I ever, yeah, is think about you.
They call me Dan, the Lakers. And I got a master plan for the Lakers back to the promised land. Spread the vision through my people, cause we fans are equal. When we reach 20K subs, yeah, we gon' drop a sequel. Another Laker anthem track, watch me run it back. Got the keys to the city where my Laker jet.
What up, Laker family? It's your boy DTLF back on another pregame live stream, guys. Tonight, the Lakers are getting set to face the Denver Nuggets. Now, unfortunately, there's no Jokic and there's no Austin Reeves, but we do have some good news on Austin Reeves, right? Because we want to beat them at full strength for surely. But we got some really good news about Austin Reeves, man. JJ Redick giving us the injury update on Austin Reeves and how well he is progressing. He's progressing well, and they're expecting for him to return at some point for the Lakers' 8-game road trip. Now, it's the first of 8 road trip games. All right. Now, this road trip goes from now till February 3rd. So in between, we are expecting Austin Reeves to be back. Hey, what's up, Tamika? Good to see you. And Kimiko, Joshua, what's up, family? Good to see everybody up in here, guys. Wanted to give you guys a really brief pregame because I do have to run an errand before I get back for the Primetime TV live stream coverage. But let's get into it, man. Luka Doncic versus Jamal Murray. You know, we need Luka to beat him tonight. We'll be picking him up on Price Picks. Murray's been kind of good lately, so this will be a good little matchup. Of course, LeBron James versus anybody. I mean, LeBron all-around player. He can bully inside tonight. Got to be a chess matchup. No Jokic tonight. That was a big hit for them. But we do have DeAndre Ayton, who, by the way, was awesome. Was absolutely phenomenal the last game when he went 10 for 10 from the field for 25 points and 13 rebounds. Can DeAndre Ayton have a repeat performance? Let's see. Let's see. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Good to see y'all. Thank you, Kimiko. Appreciate you. Yes, we're definitely going to try to get back in time. Last time I didn't get back in time for the watch party, but this time we shouldn't miss, all right? What's up, family? Yeah, hey, we need a dub tonight. Guys, lots of keys to tonight's matchup. But if you guys are just tuning in, hit that like button. Austin Reeves should be back, and he's progressing well. The plan is for him to return at some point during the Lakers' 8-game road trip, according to JJ Redick. So that's the news update I wanted to give you guys. I'm very excited about that. You know, somehow we play the Nuggets tonight. No Jokic, but they've managed to be 7-4 since Jokic got hurt his knee on December 29th. So, you know, even though he's a great player, obviously, they haven't missed him much. They've done a good job. So let's see what happens there. By the way, man, if y'all didn't see what happened to Jimmy Butler last night, I will do a Prize Picks entry really quick, Alan, at the end. Again, I'm a little rushed because I have to run an errand before I get back. But did y'all see what happened to poor Jimmy Butler, man? Poor guy. Now, how does this impact the Warriors? I think now they definitely got to trade Kuminga. If I was them, I'd trade Curry because he's not going to compete for nothing there. And try to bring back whatever I can right now. But we'll see what happens. Now, the Lakers have shown interest in Kuminga, but it's unclear if, you know, the talks will advance between Golden State. They might demand something even more significant now that they need some to replenish what they losing with Jimmy Butler. So you got to feel bad for Jimmy Buckets, man. Apparently, the Lakers are holding on to assets for big name hunting in the offseason, namely Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay, but and you know, there's going to be some mid-season tweaks if possible. So Lakers are shopping some lesser, some lesser assets for sure on the trade market to see what comes of it. But for now, I'm actually not sure if the Lakers will make a big splash. Now, another rumor that has come up, and shout out to AJ for just tagging me with this one because I was just about to talk about it. Michael Porter Jr. has a possibility to the Lakers, all right, from the Brooklyn Nets, all right? Now, according to multiple reports, they have heard about a lot of talks between the Lakers and Nets in the past 2 years, and they did do the DFS trade according to them, so there's already a relationship there. Claxton is another name to look out for sure. But MPJ is a name that supposedly the Lakers might be interested in. Now, he's very intriguing. Michael Porter Jr. is extremely intriguing. I would definitely be in on Michael Porter Jr. as a space 3-and-D wing for sure. He's always intrigued me because before he got drafted to Denver, since before he slipped in the draft, always been interested in that. But the trade deadline is around the corner, so I'll keep you guys posted for sure. There's a lot to talk about as far as that goes. I'm bringing you guys NBA coast to coast, a lot of different things that I want to bring you guys for sure. So stay tuned for that. We have the Rich Paul drama and all of that. So let's see what comes of it for surely. Really quick, gotta talk about what type of packages the Lakers would have to offer. I've been hearing a combination of packages from Gabe Benson and Vando to Maxi Kleber and a first-round pick. Like, there's just a multitude of combinations that are being thrown out there. But again, take everything with a grain of salt because right now we just honestly do not know if the Lakers are interested in any trades or if another team is interested, what would be included in said package, right? We don't know. So let's keep that in mind. Now, again, tonight, the Lakers play the Denver Nuggets. Denver is not an easy team. Obviously, they've been figuring out ways to win without Jokic, and then we're going to the Mile High. That's really, really tough. But let's see how we can adapt to that. We got Luka tonight. We got DeAndre, who balled out last game. LeBron, Rui, obviously. We're going to need those guys all to step up. But again, Nuggets are third in the West for a reason. They're 29-14. And it's a road game. So this is our first matchup of the season between both of these guys. You can consider as rivals because they have eliminated us twice from the playoffs and prevented us in our championship hopes from moving forward. So we owe them a lot of ass whoopings, okay? And, Denver is favored slightly due to home court advantage and their balanced attack. But the Lakers, we have our star duo, and we can make it a shootout between LeBron and Luka. We should have, on paper, the edge, right? Now, our perimeter shooting has to be good. In this one, the Lakers are shooting about 34.8 from three. We have to exploit Denver's occasional lapses by getting hot from deep, all right? We take a lot of threes, but we don't always make a lot of them. So our defensive intensity on the wings has to be good, too. We got to limit Jamal Murray. Got to be careful. He's averaging 20-plus point per games. So, this is a guy who we know can get hot and historically has cooked the Lakers. He turns into prime Kobe whenever he faces us. I hate it because he's not that great versus other teams. But for some reason, he's always healthy versus us. So, and we're going to need some bench production, with some of the injuries that have happened, some of the missing bodies. Hopefully, Jackson Hayes does play tonight. Maybe we can push it in transition off of misses. The Lakers really thrive in the fast break with LeBron and Luka. So let's avoid the half court grind, and let's not let Denver settle in. And then on the defensive end, we just got to be really intelligent, man. We got to play for one another. We got to communicate. And we got to be on a string. Yo, what's up, Mr. Vic? How you doing, man? Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, listen, man, I feel you, bro. I feel you. No worries. No need to explain. It's good to have you here. But like I said, man, this is not gonna be an easy matchup tonight. Hopefully the Lakers bring their A game because I hate losing to Denver, especially after all the times they have beat us. So let's bring our A game and see if we can get it done, man. Again, this is one of those games that can go either way. One of those games that hopefully, like the last game, we were on point. Everything we did was amazing. But again, we're gonna need to be on point for this game as well. And I think we can do it, man. I think the Lakers have what it takes, excuse me, to win this ball game. Okay. Let me go ahead and do my prize picks entry early. Again, this is gonna be a really quick pregame simply because I gotta be out of here and run an errand before the game starts. So there's my prize picks entry. Make sure to tweak it or switch up whatever you see fit. I'm picking up Luka because he's on a taco. I'm gonna pick up Westbrook. He's been balling lately. Oof, they just moved his projection. I'm going less on Steph because the defense can now focus more on him with Jimmy Butler being out. I'm gonna go more on Luka's threes, and I'm gonna go more on field goals made by Westbrook. Again, he gets a lot of possessions, and then 4 assists for DeMar Seems about right. Or maybe I'll switch out DeMar for somebody else. Let's see. Let's see who I switch out. Nah, let's leave it. 4 assists for DeMar. Let's see if that happens. And that's going to be my entry for tonight's Price Picks entry lineups. So make sure you guys tap in there. Promo code DTLF gets you guys, 50 with your first $5 deposit in place. So let's make sure it enters. Okay, we are good to go. We are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all feeling about tonight, though, man? Y'all thinking we're gonna do good and get this W? Hopefully. Let's see. There she is. There's Kimiko. Let's go, Lakers. That's right. Golden State Warriors targeting DeRozan this time. That franchise never learned. Can't seem to get rid of Draymond. That franchise needs to mail it in. They need to stop making the same mistake of thinking that they can still win championships with Steph Curry. They can't. Your time is done. Okay, I hate to sound like a jerk, but your time is done. And I've been telling them this since last time. Right? I've been telling them this since last time. So, they need to be able to adapt. They need to be able to adapt to all of that. And so their time is done, man. And they got lucky. They went up against a young, unexperienced Celtic team, and they capitalized. If I'm them, I'm trading Curry. That's what I'm doing. I'm absolutely trading Steph Curry, right? It needs to get traded, and it needs to be dealt with for sure. Because what happens then is you bring back some assets, and you're no longer under pressure to have to build through him or for him, right? You don't have any assets. You traded most of your draft picks away. You're done. You're done for. And so, yeah, that's how I'm feeling about that, man. Now, I got you guys starting lineups. It's going to be the exact same one as it has been, okay? We are 5-4 with this lineup. Luka at the point, Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, LeBron, and Jake LaRavia. That is our starting five. We're going up against Spencer Jones, Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, Jalen Pickett, not the football player, the basketball player, and Jamal Murray. Their lineup is 3-0, so they have a very good chemistry going on. Lakers got to be on point, okay? Moving forward. They really should trade away Curry. Now, people don't want to believe me when I say these things, but, he doesn't no longer fit in what they're trying to do. He doesn't. And I'm hearing here by a couple of reporters saying that the Warriors are not in any active trade discussions regarding Anthony Davis, for instance, or any big names like that. So, they have no intentions of doing the opposite where they, tank and try to get a better pick according to multiple reports. So the thing is, you're a middle of the road team, right? You're not in active trade discussions with the Mavericks for players like Anthony Davis, but they have no intentions of rebuilding. So it's like, what are you doing? I don't really care. I'm not a Warrior fan. I'm just saying, from a basketball fan looking in, I'm telling you, man, they're done for. They're absolutely done for. We've been seeing it. The writing was already on the wall. They had recently went on a little run, but that's usually what happens with the Warriors. They go on a little run, everybody buys the smoke, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're in the play-in team, you're eliminated early, or don't even make it. The Warriors don't even know what they want to do. I'm loving it. As a Laker fan, I'm loving it because those fans thought that they were going to be a better franchise than we were, and they were going to always be relevant. Listen, once Curry is out, you're out, okay? You're probably going to choose a new team. Half of you were Clipper fans and then decided to become Warrior fans. Okay. But it's good as a Laker fan that we're going to get Austin Reeves back. So this is what I'm hearing about Jonathan Kuminga. Ryan Lucas reporting here that Kuminga is a target for the Lakers, as has been reported, but there are there's genuine hesitation about the fit. All right, mainly this season. Doesn't make sense if LeBron is there, is what we're being told. If Jonathan Kuminga is to be a Laker at all, it'll most likely be during the summer if by chance LeBron asks out by the deadline, or if he just walks. So that, again, it didn't make sense when it was reported, and it doesn't make sense now. What also doesn't make sense is the fact that the Bucks are still holding on to Giannis when Giannis clearly doesn't want to be there. If you guys have not seen his latest, the latest interview, go check that out. Seriously. Matter of fact, let me see if I retweet it, you guys can see it. I just did. I just retweeted it on my timeline. So follow me on Twitter at DTLF24. Okay. That way you guys can see it. Giannis clearly doesn't want to be there. Okay. So it doesn't make sense why they're holding on to him, why Memphis will hold on to Ja. Like, I'm expecting a big trade deadline. If there isn't one, it wouldn't make sense to me. Teams would basically be out of whack if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. There's some teams that are supposed to be sellers, like the Kings. They should be looking to get out of every contract they can get out of, especially the long-term ones. How you feeling about Curry as a starter, all-star instead of Ant-Man? It's BS in my I hate it, but it's all the little kids, it's all the little teenagers that born yesterday fans that vote for players like Curry, man. Um, I think LeBron should have got that spot. If it was gonna be Curry, I might as well give it to LeBron. But I agree, Ant deserved it. Ant definitely deserved to be there, man. I just hope that Austin Reeves can get on as an all-star reserve because he deserves that. That's all I hope. But yeah, I mean, I'm beyond tired of Curry, and I'm glad he's about to be done for. So I'm sick of looking at his little mug running across the damn screen, jacking up threes, running behind screens. Not a fan of that at all. At all. Let's see. He said, "What up with these players trying hard to deny they want out from their current team? Ja telling people about his Grizzlies tattoo. Well, I guess that's what they need to do. It's weird, D Prince. You know what it is? They don't want nobody wants to be a villain anymore. Everybody wants to be the hero, and instead they're the zero because everybody should take a page out of the Damian Lillard book. He tried to be the good guy, and he still got dealt right. As soon as he requested a trade, what happened? They didn't trade him anywhere he wanted to. He wanted to go to Miami. They sent his ass to Milwaukee. So there is no loyalty. You just got to ask for what you want, even if it makes you look bad. So be it. I mean, LeBron James left to Miami as a free agent, nonetheless, but made him look like a villain. He still got his championships there. Came back to Cleveland, got his championship there. Now he came to LA, got a championship there. At the end of the day, your legacy is what you make of it, as far as your success, not really if you're loyal. Because there's a lot of players that are loyal and then they get dealt regardless. So, same thing with Curry. Curry wants to be a little wussy and not request a trade. Clearly, your window is done, sir. Your window is done. How about you just come out and say you want to get traded to somewhere? All right, because that'll make the NBA a lot more entertaining. The fans will respect more if they just make a decision. I agree with that, but I think these players are afraid of what has happened before when players actually have requested trade, how they get booed and stuff like that. So I don't know. I really don't know what it is. If I was an NBA, you're going to make millions regardless of wherever you go. You're going to sell jerseys. If you're a great player and you go to a great franchise, you're going to sell even more jerseys. Well, if I'm Giannis, I'm looking to go to New York or to the Lakers. I want a big jersey even more to make even more of their NBA revenue, to sell more shoes, everything, merch, everything goes up. But that's just me. If I'm Giannis, I want to be on a big market because he's been a big name star, but he's kind of flew under the radar throughout his career because he plays in Milwaukee, of all the cities. I don't know. It sucks, but hey, we want to see a good trade deadline. We saw Trae Young move already. I think Josh should be next. I think after that, Giannis should be next. I think, AD should get traded at the trade deadline. But teams are really stubborn, like the Mavs probably don't want to look like they lost the Luka trade. As soon as they trade Anthony Davis, it's going to look like they lost the Luka trade. So they don't want that. And as a result, because they don't want that, they rather bite the bullet and we'll see what happens. Maybe they trade him in the summer when the noise is quieter, but we want to see a good trade deadline, and those players are just wasting away another year of their career. All right, back to tonight's matchup, man. We face the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to give you guys really quick because I'm about to end this. I got to go run an errand before the game starts. Make sure you guys are there at Primetime TV. I'll be trying to get back in time to watch the game with you guys. It's always a lot of fun with the best NBA/Laker community, so make sure you guys tap in. Top 3 keys to tonight's matchup, man. Key number 1 is going to be the dynamic duo of LeBron and Luka. Assuming, they are going to play. They're already on the starting lineup. I want those guys just to go off, man. When they combine for 60-plus points, generally we win. Generally. Unless the role players completely disappear. Key number 1, need to play through those guys, and hopefully they both have an efficient, very competitive game. Key number 2 for me, what's up, D Free? Good to see you, bro. Key number 2, before I get off of here, it's going to be defense, man, because when we play defense, we're just a different ball club. When we're actually out there communicating, switching, rotating, getting back in transition, and doing the little things, boxing out, we're a completely different ball club. So defense, lock in, do all the little things I just mentioned, and we should be in good hands for sure. Try to hold them under 110. All right, that's key number 2. And then final key, and this is the third key and the most important one. It's the first game out of an 8-game road trip. All right, so let's get off to a good start, please. I know it's in the Mile High and we struggle in Denver. But let's try to get off to a quick start because, man, if we're trailing, we really struggle the games where we're playing uphill. We really, really do. And that's going to be my final key. Again, thank you so much, Greg. Appreciate the super chat. How you doing? Hopefully all is well, my friend. Again, I have to go run an errand really quick, guys, before I get back for the game. And then I will definitely be here for post-game as well. Hope to see you guys on Primetime TV. We'll be over there. And go Lakers, baby. Let's get it. Hopefully we can keep winning and build a win streak. We've won one. Let's make it 2 tonight. All right. Thank you guys so much for tapping in. Make sure you guys hit that like button. This has been a really quick pregame brought to you by Prize Picks and Underdog. All right. Promo code DTLF. And I will see you guys here for postgame. Let's chop it up, baby. Let's go.